Good morning, students, and welcome to the online classes of Sacred Heart High School. We will be learning Geography subject, lesson number 5, Winds. In the previous class, we have studied about what is winds, how they are generated and deflected, along with the unit to measure it and two types of winds, that is planetary winds and easterlies. In this lecture, we will learn more types of winds. So let's begin with our lesson. Another type of wind is westerlies. Kindly open to page number 23 of your geography textbook, or you can even look at the screen. In both the hemispheres, wind blow from the mid-latitudinal high pressure belt to the subpolar low pressure belt, situated near 60-degree parallel. Figure 5.3. Their original direction changes due to the rotation of Earth. In the southern hemisphere, these winds blow from the northwest to the southeast, and in the northern hemisphere, they blow from the southwest to the northeast. These winds are called westerlies. Now children, see the figure 5.3 and pay attention to what I am explaining. In both the hemispheres, that is north and south, as you can see in the figure, winds blow from the mid-latitudinal high pressure belt to the subpolar low pressure belt situated near 60-degree parallel. You can see it in the figure. Westerlies is written between the mid-latitudinal high pressure belt with arrows as they move to the subpolar low pressure belt. When these winds blow, their original direction changes due to the rotation of the earth, and in the southern hemisphere, these winds blow from the northwest to the southeast, and in the northern hemisphere, they blow from southwest to the northeast, and these winds are called as westerlies. Now moving on to the next type, that is polar winds. In both the hemispheres, winds blowing from the polar high pressure belt to the subpolar low pressure belt 55 degree to 65 degree are called polar winds. Generally, they blow from east to west. So what are polar winds? In both the hemispheres, winds blowing from the polar high pressure belt to the subpolar low pressure belt from 55 degree to 65 degree parallels, as you can see in the figure, these winds are called as polar winds, and generally they blow from east to west. Do you know? Winds in the southern hemisphere blow with great velocities. The southern hemisphere is mostly occupied by oceans. In this hemisphere, the obstacle caused by the relief of the land surface is absent. As there are no obstacle, winds blow with greater velocities in the southern hemisphere as compared to the northern hemisphere. This means that in the southern hemisphere, winds blow with a lot of speed because in the southern hemisphere there are oceans more and land is less. Now children, on land there are trees, buildings, roads, sand, etc. So wind speed is reduced. But in the ocean, there are no such obstacles, and hence winds in this southern hemisphere blows with greater velocity, that is speed, as compared to the northern hemisphere. Their characteristics are as follows. Beyond 40 degrees south, winds blow with tremendous, that is great speed or velocity, and these winds are called as roaring 40s. Around 50 degrees south, winds are stormy, hence they are called furious 50s. The stormy winds around 60 degrees south make tremendous noise, means they make a lot of noise while they blow, and hence they are called as screeching 60s. Why are such winds not found in the northern hemisphere at 40 degree, 50 degree and 60 degree parallels? Children, do you know why? I will explain it to you. As we have studied that winds blow with greater velocities in the southern hemisphere because of the area which is mostly occupied by oceans. Whereas in the northern hemisphere, there is land surface, and hence there are many obstacles due to which such winds are not found in the northern hemisphere at 40 degree, 50 degree and 60 degree parallel. So children, isn't it very easy to remember? Okay, so let's move further to another type of wind, that is local winds. The winds that blow for a short duration of time originate in specific region and blow over a limited area are called local winds. Local winds affect the climate of the region where they blow. These winds are known by different local names in the different regions where they blow. So, local winds are the winds that blow for a short duration, means a short period of time, and they are originated or found in specific regions and they blow over a limited area only. Local winds also affect the climate of the region where they blow, and they are known by different local names in different regions where they blow. Try this. There is an activity given in the textbook, so let us do that now. In the activity given below, consider the elevation of land, the heating and cooling properties of land and water, the air pressure, etc. A. Observe the figure 5.4a. Describe the valley breeze with the help of the picture. Children, see the figure given on the page number 23, 5.4a valley breeze. So here in this activity, we have to consider, means take into account the elevation, which means height, the heating and cooling properties of the land, as well as the water, the air pressure, etc. Let us describe the valley breeze with the help of the picture. Children, valley means the area between hills or mountains which can have a river or stream flowing through it. As you can see in the picture, there are two mountains shown. On the left side, we can see a sun, and right side, we can see some trees and houses. And the low area between these two mountains is called as valley, from where the arrows are coming in upward direction. Now let us learn about valley breeze. So children, during the day, the valley floor or area warms up due to the sun, and the warm air rises up the slopes of surroundings mountain, and this creates a valley breeze. Characteristics of valley breeze: the warmer and less dense air near the ground rises during the day, pulling more air through the valley floor. This gentle upslope wind is known as valley breeze. The flow of air reverses as the sun is going down at night. This is because the mountain slopes at higher elevations or height cools quickly than the valleys. Turn the page to 24, Activity B. Read the following information carefully and draw a diagram for the mountain breeze accordingly. So first we will learn the characteristics and then draw the diagram. Characteristics of the mountain breeze. Mountains cool down quickly at night. The valley zone is comparatively warmer. Air pressure is greater on the mountains. Winds blow from the mountains towards the valley. The hot and light air from the valley is pushed upwards, and the cool air rushes down the valley. Now see the diagram. At night, when the sun sets, mountains cool down quickly, but the valley is warmer than the mountains. Air pressure is greater on the mountains, and hence the winds from the mountains blow towards the valley. The hot and light air from the valley is pushed upwards to the mountains, and the cool air rushes down into the valley. So children, this is the meaning of mountain breeze. Do you know? The region up to 5 degrees north and 5 degrees south of the elevator remains calm for most of the year, and winds do not blow in this region. It is called the equatorial calm zone or doldrums. And in the areas near the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, that is between 25 degree and 35 degree north and south, there exists a high pressure belt. This is also called a calm belt. This belt is known as horse latitudes. Let's move ahead. Can you tell? Observe the diagrams given below. Answer the questions related to sea and land breezes. Children, see figure 5.5a sea breeze and 5.5b land breeze given on page number 24 and 25. Now let's start with the first question. Why do the breeze blow from the sea to the land during the day? Children, during the day, the sun is hot and it heats the land as well as the sea. But water in the sea heats more slowly as compared to the land. As the land is heated more, the air rises and thus creates a low pressure belt on the land. Whereas over the water, high pressure will form because of the colder air. The winds blow from high pressure over the ocean to the low pressure over the land. Hence, this causes the sea blow during the day. Next is, when do the winds blow from the land to the sea? Answer is, during the night, the winds blow from the land to the sea. Describe the winds shown in 5.5a. The winds shown in the figure 5.5a are called as sea breeze. The air on the land gets heated up, thus creating low pressure over the land. The heated air goes over the sea as the temperature is low. This warm air cools and comes down, creating a high pressure over the sea, and thus the cooler breeze blows to the land. compare figure 5.5a and 5.5b with reference to temperature conditions, air temperature, air pressure and winds. Figure 5.5a shows sea breeze and the temperature is high due to the daytime as the sun is over the surface. The amount of breeze experienced on the land is more. Whereas in the figure 5.5b, land breeze is shown and the temperature is low due to night time. Similarly, in the morning, temperature of the land is low, whereas in the night it is high. Which winds are called sea breezes and which are called land breezes and why? A sea breeze is any wind that blows from a large body of water towards or onto a land. It develops due to difference in air pressure created by the different heat capacities of water and dry land. Land breeze is categorized by a flow from land to water late at night. Land breeze alternate with sea breeze because of the difference that occur between the heating or cooling of water surface and the land surface. Next is, in which part of India are the land and sea breezes experienced? Children, wherever there are beaches, that is all coastal areas, experience this type of breezes. One of the coastal cities in India is Mumbai, where this is felt daily. And the last question is, do you experience sea and land breezes in your area? Yes. When we visit to a beach, we feel very relaxed and breezy, and so now you have understood that we experience sea and land breezes in our area. Children, yes or no? Yes. Very good. So that's it for our today's class. Thank you. Stay home and stay safe.